Hey everyone, I'm Charting Man Dan with the Chart Guys, trader and technical analyst for 2025. We're going to be having these Friday afternoon broader market videos where we look back at the week, what played out, and what we're expecting for the week ahead. Look forward to you joining me. Let's get to the charts. Just a heads up, we're currently running a sale on our indicators, 20% off everything, and I'm going to be doing a webinar Saturday at noon Eastern going over how I utilize these indicators for entries as well as staying in trades. We finally got equilibrium shaping up. The S&P 500, this was always the most likely scenario. As soon as we drop significantly and bounce 50% plus retracement, we know to scout equilibriums as most likely. The bears did not make it easy. This was a battle the last 3 days for the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ to finally give us the daily higher lows. So again, the way we're viewing this is our high, low, lower high, higher low, and we're expecting a lower high to continue tightening up through next week. Keeping in mind next week, Thursday is no trading for President Carter. So another shortened week. But NASDAQ, same deal. Daily higher low finally set. We got right down to support. We're looking for a lower high. And there's a good bit of space for it. And again, this is very similar. Pointed out how the retracement is more significant at this point, but this daily consolidation is very similar to what the weekly did back here. The only difference would be, if the weekly pulled back one more leg down and then did it in terms of tightening up. But still very similar. NASDAQ still holding weekly EMA 12. Clearly the burden is on bears to break that low and prove to us that they can do something. We haven't seen a confirm. When's the last time we've confirmed a daily downtrend? We've not confirmed a daily lower high and lower low in months. We have not confirmed a weekly lower high and lower low in 14 plus months. So again, the default is bull until the bears prove to us. That doesn't mean we can't protect and hedge when we get, scenarios that align for it or play weaker names bearish. But big picture, the way that today played out, we had the Magnificent Seven started strong, and then we had a pullback in the NASDAQ, and it was almost like the strength then branched out to a bunch of other sectors. And, the advanced decliners numbers in the NYSE was going up while the NASDAQ was pulling back. And that's because XLF, XLV, XLE, IWM, they were all going up. But in the end, we ended the day with a lot of strength in a lot of sectors. We'll see how we break. SMH, I've been talking about it for weeks. This range is very key. We are back to testing resistance. How this range breaks is going to have significant implications in the NASDAQ, certainly for NVDA. But it's been sideways for a long period of time, and the bulls are hoping that this is a quick monthly higher low. All-time high, support hold, lower high, and a monthly inside bar is trying to break bull first thing here. What is NVDA doing? Big day today. Daily uptrend confirmed. Again, I shorted it here. I was all out my short when the daily lower high broke. And now the bulls are proving that they are back in the driver's seat with the daily uptrend confirmed and really just two major resistances, 146.54 and then all-time highs. You could call this a resistance zone, but there's not much. What's the monthly look like? Looks like a potential monthly bull flag. So we'll see if SMH can break out of that sideways channel and then hold a back test of that resistance as support. Tesla, big bear day yesterday, big bull day today. I exited all of my swing on a break of 410 and did some day trading yesterday. Didn't go long today, but bulls are hoping that this 4-hour oversold marks a weekly higher low. We know in the strongest trends, 5-minute oversold marks an hourly higher low. Hourly oversold marks a daily higher low. 4-hour oversold can mark a weekly higher low. And what the bulls will need to do from here on Tesla is whenever we top out, confirm that daily uptrend to set that weekly higher low. If I'm going to reinitiate, we haven't confirmed an hourly uptrend yet. So if I'm going to reinitiate some swing position, it would be on at least hourly consolidation. And I may just choose to be patient and wait for daily consolidation whenever we top out on this bounce. But again, considering how much we ran, there's no red flags on this weekly consolidation at this point. If you measure the retracement size, depending on where your pivot is, you know, it's either 45 or 39% retracement. But it's just one green day. Bulls have to prove it. Need to confirm that uptrend. Healthcare, on the verge of confirming a daily uptrend, have to get over 139.81 to try and negate a bear flag. Then we would zoom out and look for an eventual weekly lower high. But again, if we're going to bounce, this is the place to bounce. This previous resistance trying to hold as support. And so far, it is holding as support. And again, if the NASDAQ's going to break the daily equilibrium bullish, we have to see XLV confirming this daily uptrend, and we have to see XLF do it as well. XLF daily inside bar have to get over 49.17 to set a weekly high or low. We have multiple weekly inside bars now. We've held weekly EMA 12. Look at how long. It's been since June, so 6.5 months. We've been holding weekly EMA 12 and trying to set another weekly high or low off of it, but got to get over 49.17. IWM tightening up as well, double bottom on the daily. Key resistance will be 226.14. Doesn't matter as much for the broader market perspective. All the other sectors we just looked at matter more, but worth keeping an eye out for. A lot of space for a weekly lower high there as well. Haven't had a whole lot of interest in IWM recently. I'm going to cover quantum stocks in their own video at some point this weekend. Just checking in on names like RGTI, QBTS, QUBT, IONQ. And let's get to commodities. Dollar still strong. Daily uptrend, weekly uptrend, just real strong. Have to see the daily uptrend lost for anything to shift. And our last little higher low was 107.73. With that, we have gold still chopping around sideways. I haven't really been paying attention as much to the metals. Silver, double bottom, double top. It's chopping around sideways here. So not much going on in the metals. Oil, we knew volatility was coming. And it's probably going to stay volatile. We had this tightening, probably going to stay volatile in 2025, finishing my sentence. This tightening weekly equilibrium broke bull with follow through. Now what? Zoom out to the 2-month chart. This is a 2-month equilibrium, years in the making. 2.5 years in the making so far. And it's possible that if we do not break 81.33, which is 10% away, that we stay within this sideways range for a good bit longer. It could be another few months. But when this equilibrium breaks, you know, we got the weekly break, but when the longer term breaks, we can expect a good bit of follow through. And again, the energy sector long, I'll talk about one of the indicators tomorrow that helped me long XLE at the bottom. I took 25% of my remaining position off today, and now my mindset is I'm either going to stop out in a green trade with fresh lows, or I'm holding to all-time highs. Because if oil breaks that 2-month equilibrium bull, the energy sector can head back to all-time highs. But it might take months. So at this point now, I just stopped paying much attention to it. I've taken enough profit where worst case scenario, it's a nice green trade. And it can either be a big win or a little win. And that is the best way to position yourself in markets. Natural gas, big pullback from that news gap up on Monday. Still an uptrend. You know, we'll have to see weekly consolidation eventually. If this is going to be a longer term bottom, you know, we'll have to confirm a monthly uptrend eventually. So one time frame at a time. Again, my mindset here is I'm either going to stop out, break even, back down here, or I'm going to hit my target in the $5 range. But for now, we're looking for a daily higher low. The bears will have to confirm a daily downtrend if they're going to take back over. We've filled the gap from the start of the week. And short term, we're extreme. I played this bounce today as a day trade. It didn't really get very far, but it was the break of the low of the day with zero follow through. I longed right there. I sell half into the 5-minute bounce, break even stop under the low. Sold at the end of the day. It was an uneventful trade, but we'll see if the daily bounce can get going next week. And that's it. Watch that rotation in the sectors. Watch these equilibriums in the direction that we break. Watch the semiconductor sideways range for the implications it's going to have on the NASDAQ. Today was the start of the year has been real good the last 2 days. Trading quantum RGTI, trading a little bit of Tesla, a little bit of MSTR. Crypto stocks were big today. MSTR, inside bar bull break with follow through. Even the more beat up names. Pretty much everybody going up 13, 14% today as Bitcoin tries to shape up a weekly bull flag. We'll talk about that more in the crypto specific videos. But I hope you have a great weekend. And next week, continue tightening, at least to start. Could stay in an equilibrium all week with only 4 trading days, but I'll see you next Friday unless you come to our other videos. And then I'll see you sooner. Don't forget to do good things. Let's get it in 2025.
Good.